right. All right. Thank you, Paul. It's time to take a coffee break, and we're starting with a popular car maker speeding up its plans to go green.
It's Nissan, and it's in Europe. Europe seems to be taking the lead when it comes to green stuff, and this is what they're doing. Nissan charging down the path to an all-electric, not mostly, all-electric future in Europe. From the year 2030 onward, they say every new model sold there will have a battery instead of a gas tank.
Wow.
The move comes, just after the European government pushed back on a ban of the sale of new gas cars. That's going to happen by 2035, which sounds so far away, but folks, it's 2023 already.
I know.
Nissan is sticking to their original 2030 timeline. The car maker plans to launch 27 different electric and hybrid vehicles by the end of this decade, including 19 new models that you haven't seen yet. Brand representatives estimate that 1/3 of Nissan's electric sales have been from Europe. So it's just weird to think that, like, the next generation won't even have the choice.
Right.
Like, it's like, oh, so I prefer gas. It's like, look down 20 years down the road, you're not going to be able to choose unless you're buying a 30-year-old car.
It worries me just a little bit with the whole charging thing in places like Florida where you have to evacuate so quickly in case you forgot the night before or something like that. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit worried.
Increase those charging stations, go along with the technology. But with gas prices the way they are, I'm kicking myself. I don't have a hybrid.
I know. Well, I don't have an electric either, but I might try to charge it today anyway. The gas prices.
Is there a plug somewhere?
This has got to go somewhere. In a little cigar
hiding in the back of my car.
I've been on empty for the last couple days. I finally did it yesterday, but I did not go full.
Yeah, me
I just did
either. I couldn't do it.
So.
You're like Kramer. If you drive on E, how long can you go?
I know.
Seinfeld.
That's me. Okay, well, here's something you probably never really thought about. Apparently, you don't need a brain to learn new things.
Guys have been doing it for centuries.
You know what, Paul? Thank you for calling out men yourself. We don't have to do it for you. That's the case for some underwater creatures. Scientists recently discovered that box jellyfish could learn how to navigate through an obstacle course without a brain or the ability to see in the dark. I just thought that was really interesting. Apparently, they get better at it every single time. Scientists say this is the first time we have proof of a living creature relying on its nervous system instead of a brain to learn. That's
Different
all
from guys,
I've got.
though, because guys get lost. So clearly the box jellyfish is one layer up on the food chain.
This is true. Well, apparently after doing it a couple times, then they can find their way.
I still get lost.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. You know what, Paul? I appreciate your honesty.
We do, Paul. Thank you for that. For trashing men today, so we didn't have to.
I'm more impressed with the jellyfish. All
right?
A lot of young people. All right, here's this one. A lot of young people, they want to make this living on social media, but there hasn't really been this clear pathway to doing it online until now. So an Irish college is launching a bachelor's degree program focused on teaching people how to become influencers. Yes, Southeast Technical University. They're going to start offering this content creation and social media major next fall. The curriculum is set to focus on things like writing in the digital age, creative digital media, social media marketing, and also how to not get canceled. One of the classes will take students through social media crisis case studies and then challenge them on how to handle them. And Forbes magazine estimates that 1 in 4 members of Gen Z, they want to be an influencer.
Wow.
But when they mentioned the marketing aspect, I mean, it is. It's a big career path right now.
It is. There's a lot of certificates, I think, already out there just specifically for social media marketing in general. And I guess you don't blame them, right? Because they make so much money doing these videos.
So much money. They have so much freedom. They're not going into an office. They get to be creative. I'm not mad at
travel.
Sounds like you're on the
She was like, sign me up.
You want to travel the world with me and take some videos of it?
I'm mad that I didn't do this, and we didn't have this as we were going through college.
You could do your food show.
I want to do a food segment.
There's still hope for us all. All right, don't be confused by the Golden Arches look-alike. This one is actually for vegans, guys. It's a pop-up joint called Mr. Charlie's.
That's a sad face.
And I wanted to tell the story because I saw this and I didn't know what Mr. Charlie's was. So it's loosely based on, of course, McDonald's. It's not just the location, it's also the food. But I know, well, it's all plant-based. Okay?
That's why it's sad. That's why it's
sad. Y'all terrible. It's a twist on your Mickey D's favorites, and the vegans are actually loving it despite the sad face. The Spoof restaurant has been opening locations across California, including including one in Fairfax, another in Venice Beach, and one more thing. You can't get a Happy Meal, as you guys hinted. They serve brownie meals.
See, I don't like the marketing. The idea is fine. Give me a happy face.
Right.
I wonder if vegans.
Give me like a stoic face.
Give me a
stoic. Yeah, that might be better marketing.
Face.
Well, I'm going to try. Y'all know I love to play vegan and then have a steak for dinner. So I only play it temporarily, but I do.
Let us know how it is.
I will, guys. I'll be back with reports soon. That's today's coffee break.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.